Okay, in this lesson, all right, we're going to look at some more equations involving trig functions, but we're going to look at the relationship between sine, cos, and tan. All right. Now, maybe you didn't know, but the amazing thing linking sine, cos, and tan, all right, is that for every x value in the world ever, if you do sine x divided by cos x, you get tan x. If you want to try one example, okay, if you type in sine 30 over cos 30, okay, you will get some value. Okay, you're probably going to get this on the calculator from memory. All right, and that is tan 30. All right, you can pick any value you wanted and it will still work. All right, so this fact here is important. Okay, so now look at three different types now of equations which contain sine and cos primarily, and we're going to make them easy to work with. Okay, so you need to have watched the previous 2 lessons worth of work to get this work today. Okay, so example 1, all right, this is what I call a type 1 equation. Okay, I got on the next slide with a bit more space. Okay, see, there's no need to change the range because I got thetas here and thetas here. Okay, now at the moment it's hard to solve because I've got tan and cos, and to solve an equation I need just either sine, cos, or tan on its own. Okay, but what I can do here, all right, is I know that tan theta, okay, is sine theta over cos theta. Okay, I know that for a fact. Okay, so I call this equation 1, and I'm going to put this definition into equation 1. Wherever I see tan, I'm going to put sine over cos. So you're going to get 4. This is the new tan theta, okay? 4 sine theta over cos theta. That's that part there. Times cos theta plus 1 equals 0. And the cool thing is, look, see, I'm dividing by cos here, I'm multiplying by cos here. So they're going to cancel out, and you just get 4 sine theta plus 1 equals 0. Obviously, take the 1 off, so you get 4 sine theta equals -1. Divide by 4. All right, and then from the previous lesson, all right, take the inverse sine of -1/4, and you're going to get -14.5 in the first case. And then I'm not going to show you how to get the solutions. You should know this from previous videos. You're going to get 194.5 degrees. Okay, 345.5 degrees, and there's no more because my range goes from 0 to 360. Okay, you might see as well that this one here is not in the range, it's less than 0, so get rid of that there. Okay, and that's the first one solved. So that's type 1. Type 2, all right, this is what I call type 2 equation here. Okay, this is type 2. Again, it's on the next slide. All right, and again, look, see, I got tan theta here and sine theta, but I can just straight away, all right, so this actually is not theta, it's called phi. Okay, it's a Greek letter again, but I know that tan phi is sine phi over cos phi. This is equation 1. Okay, so put it in 1. Okay, and you're going to get obviously sine phi over cos phi plus 2 sine phi equals 0. Okay, this doesn't look very friendly, but I'm going to clear this cos phi, okay, by multiplying the entire equation by cos phi. Okay, if you do that, it's going to kill this cos phi, so you're just left with that. All right, but this term here, if I'm timesing it by cos phi, it's going to be 2 sine phi times cos phi. Luckily, 0 times cos phi is still 0. And what you can do here, look, there's a sine phi in every term. So you can factorize out the sine phi. You're going to get sine phi brackets 1 plus 2 cos phi. Okay, that's just basic factorization, okay, from GCSE. I've just pulled the sine phi out. If you expand these brackets, you're going to get this left-hand side again. And that equals 0. And that's good news now, okay? Because remember, that means either that's 0 or the bracket's 0. So there's two choices. Either sine phi equals 0 or 1 plus 2 cos phi equals 0. This one, obviously, if you take the inverse sine, you're going to get phi equals 0 degrees or 180 degrees. You can't do 360 because the range here stops 180 degrees. And this one, there's more work to be done, look. But hopefully you can see, look, in this case, cos phi is going to be negative 1 over 2. See, I take the 1 away, then divide by 2. Take the inverse cos of negative 1/2. Okay, and you're going to get 120 degrees. And the second solution is 240 degrees. But you can see in it, 240 degrees is actually outside the range again. So that's it. It's probably good style then to finish off on the last line, to write down all your solutions in ascending order. So 0, check, 120, check, 180, check, we're done. Okay, I'm going to stop there. In the next video, we'll do example 3, the main task and the checking question. Okay, catch you in a bit. Okay, welcome back now for example 3. I call this one a type 3 equation. Okay, this is the last kind really you could get asked in the exam. Okay, again, I've got on the next slide, so it looks a bit clearer. All right, the range is from 0 to 360. I've got 2 sine theta equals 3 cos theta. And you might think this one's weird because there's no tan theta here to work with. All right, but again, I can't solve it just yet because I can't have 2 different functions in an equation. It's not going to work. Luckily, this one, okay, if you divide the entire equation by cos theta, you get this. You get 2 sine theta divided by cos theta equals 3 cos theta over cos theta. The right hand side is cool, right? Because these are going to cancel out and you're just left with 3 here. Okay, and you notice on the left hand side, look, sine over cos is tan. All right, so this actually is lovely. It's 2 tan theta equals 3. You divide by 2 first, okay, and you get tan theta is 3 over 2 or 1.5. Okay, take the inverse 10, all right, and you get 56.3 degrees. Add on 180 as we always do, and you get 236.3 degrees. If you add on 180 again, you get 416.3 degrees. There we go. 0.3, sorry, but that is outside this range here, so I will get rid of that. And that one is easy, is finished, done. Okay, right then, so here's the main task. There's 6 to do. All right, they're all one of the 3 types, so you have to look back at your notes to help you now. Okay, have a go at these. All right, so pause the video, have a go, and I'll show you the answers shortly. Okay, all right, welcome back. I put the answers on the right hand side in my very dodgy handwriting. Okay, so make sure you mark what you've done. All right, and the checking question now, okay, is more like a preview of the next lesson. Okay, we can't solve this properly, but we can do something with it. Okay, show that this equation can be changed into this form. This is next lesson's work. All right. So, but hopefully now we can see this one, can't we? All right. If I write that down again, 6 cos theta plus 5 tan theta equals 0. hopefully we know, don't we? Yeah, we can replace the tan theta, like we always do, by sine theta over cos theta, okay? And that still equals 0. All right, and then we would clear the fraction, always clear the fraction by multiplying by cos theta, okay? If you do this now, okay, you have the 6 there. Cos theta times by itself is cos theta squared, okay? And if you multiply this one by cos, you can see it's going to cancel this one out here. So you're going to get 5 sine theta equals 0, okay? Now I know that's not quite in this form here, but when we start doing next lesson's work, it soon will be. So bear that in mind, okay? This lesson's finished. In the next lesson, we'll solve the hardest kind of trig equations, all right? But I know we can do it, so I'll see you shortly.